Wow, this is pretty amazing to have so many people attend this inaugural Athletic Hall of Fame induction. And I'd like to thank the committee for putting on an amazing event and choosing some of the great athletes that have come through our small school. Seems like for a school of our size, we had exceptional athletic teams, and I know my teams quite often went to districts and at least won the Southern Worcester County League. Unfortunately, my teams didn't usually get past the first round of the districts, but we always made a good show. And I'd like to thank my mom for driving me to a zillion practices from West Boylston kind of nurtures the young ones, so from Lassie League to the soccer feeder programs to all-star games like Junior Olympics and Bay State Games. I think she was a full-time chauffeur for much of my high school years, till they finally got smart and bought us a car. A couple of comments on some of the inductees. Remember, Mr. Ekblom advised me that I should be careful not to lift weights too much because muscles are unattractive on women. I didn't listen to him. And then we had some other older men that were my coaches, such as Dick Priestley and Joe Garfoli, and they had a different philosophy about women athletes. Dick Priestley wanted me to be the punter for the guys' football team. I declined because I was already the goalie for the boys' soccer team. And soccer guys were a little more my thing than the football guys at the time. And Joe Garfoli, he was my French teacher. And so I didn't know that he was bad at French, but he had a thing where he taught us how to, do the French pronunciation that I still remember about him, which is toodaloo-too-too. He repeated it like 700 times in class, and so we'd all say it together, toodaloo-too-too. And I don't know why, that was his thing. And but he was great. I started softball in 8th grade in the hot spot, third base, and we went to districts that year, and then I played shortstop the rest of my softball career. But basketball was more my pet game. So we had great teams in West Boylston. My senior year, we had this young whippersnapper named Mary Galena that took the point guard position for me because I played everything from point guard to center. So it was nice to be a big guy and let someone else bring the ball up. And I think you have a little story that I'll let you tell about I got to coach Mary one year too, which was pretty phenomenal. I went off to Yale, which I played basketball there. They really didn't recruit me much. They came to one game and I was terrible. And but Yale had the best art program, and even though Brown wanted me to go there, they were very encouraging. You'll start here. You can go to RISD for your art classes, but I didn't. I wanted to go to the same place. I didn't want to go to another school for art. Yale had the best art program, and it just so happened that both my grandfathers went to Yale, and my twin brother decided to go to Yale, so off to Yale I went. And the first coach who didn't recruit me didn't like me. And I didn't really like her. She made me a point guard, which was not good. Because in high school I could just be faster and get away with being a bad ball handler, but in college I'd be dribbling and the little 5'4" point guard would just steal the ball and I'd end up running back over and over again as she took a layup after she stole my dribbles. So I played 3 minutes the whole year, my freshman year. It was quite sad. But I decided I am not going to quit because it was a matter of pride at that point. And then luckily we got a new coach for sophomore year, C. DeMarco, and she loved me. So she made me a power forward, which is what I am. I wasn't super tall, as as Mr. Boyle has pointed out, but I was stronger than the other guys. So I would just box out really, really well and make them reach out over top of me. And I was rather Dennis Rodman-like in terms of you were going to get hurt if there was a problem. And it was worth a couple fouls in the beginning to establish the pattern, So, yeah. So my sophomore year, I played 34 minutes a game, and I think one of my first games I had 17 rebounds. And I did remember Mr. Garfoley's code of the people, the team who has the most rebounds wins. And rebounding and defense were always my thing. So unfortunately, I didn't get to finish 4 years of school, of college ball, because I had some medical issues come up. I was in a very serious fire in 1993. And I do feel like the lessons of athletics helped me survive that. The perseverance, the ability to play through pain, the tenacity, it really, and the conditioning I was in, I feel it really saved my life. So I'm very grateful for having the opportunity to have grown up in such an amazing town. I know when I came into town a few years back, I drove by Steve's Pizza, and there was a sign there that said, West Boylston, small town, big heart. And I really believe that. So I thank you all for coming, and I'm very honored to have this recognition. So thank you, Rich. Thank you.